All right, hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to continue on with Mixed Media March 25, hosted by Ceri Griffiths. That is Ceri the Crafter here on YouTube. And yeah, today is the 7th day and I am going to be making another card. We already did one of these smaller ones. This one was for the 3rd. Love how he turned out. So I'm thinking I'll just keep going with kind of what I've been doing and go with one of these medium ones. I absolutely adore the colors on this one. I don't think I want to use that today. I think I really like both of these. I think I'm going to go with this teal one. It's got a little bit of a metallic to it, but I think most of that will probably end up fading into the background. Let's go ahead and move the rest of our cards. And on Monday's video, I used a lot of my pre-made ephemera and stuff here, but I thought today we might do something a little bit different. So if you guys are unfamiliar with this challenge, Ceri has a couple of rules that go along with it. The piece has to be in a rectangle. It can be any size, any platform. Like if you wanted to do wooden panels or journal pages, anything like that, you can, as long as it's in a rectangle. And it has to have some kind of gel print element to it. So, you know, a print off of the gel plate, a brayer off, the pieces of tape that you use to clean up your gel prints, stuff like that. I went ahead and made my life easy by doing all my backgrounds with gel print pulls. And I'm thinking today I want to use some of this tissue paper from Mr. Tim Holtz and Ideology. And I want something a little mechanical. That actually might work, that first page there. I just want to go a little bit, we went very, very heavy on the, oh, I like this one too. Maybe. We went very heavy on the botanicals on Monday, so I wanted to go a little more industrial. Ooh, I like this one too. Okay, so one of those three. Yeah, I want to go a little industrial today. I really like this. I feel like it's going to be too big. Yeah, too big, which means this one will also be too big. This one, however, has a little bit of a split here. So if I actually just tear that in half, I can use the half that has the little bit more mechanical look to it. Yeah, we went very heavy on the botanicals on Monday, so I wanted to go a little more steampunky, a little more grungy today. I have very different aesthetics depending on the day, so I do like to change it up a bit. And then I think we can just put that there. And the nice thing about using collage paper, tissue paper like this is that if you put it down correctly, it should basically fade into the background and show what's behind it. You will have heard me say that before, I'm sure, but it, you know, it bears repeating again. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and attach this because that's pretty basic, and we're going to need it to dry a little bit before I can do other things. I'm just using a paper plate as a palette here. You can use them for a very, very long time and not have to worry about throwing them away or anything like that. That should be good. And yes, sorry, I'm using my acrylic medium matte gel. This one is from US Art Supply. It is not my favorite, but it will work just fine for this application. And I'm just going to quickly get a layer of this. It doesn't need to be very thick, but it does need to have a good layer. I didn't get nearly enough of that gel medium out. A good layer underneath here to attach that tissue and get the desired effects. So basically you want to make sure that the tissue will get completely saturated. That is what can make it more translucent on top of something else. I think that should be good. And right about there. And so you can see it's already starting to show what's underneath. So now we'll do another layer on top. Okay, and it's a little shiny right now because it's not dry, but that is basically what we're looking for. And then I was thinking to make my mind a little, or to make my job a little easier, I wanted to add kind of a brick pattern to this. And I have these stickers that I also made using the gel plate. I will link that video down below if I can remember to. I should be able to, hopefully. But these just already kind of have that brick shape, and so it makes it a lot easier because then all I have to do is stick them down. Because I'm working mixed media and I'm going to be layering even more stuff on top of this, I'm probably going to end up using a little bit of glue just to help the stickers stay in place. Because if you put too much wet medium over the top, they will lose their stickiness on the back. So I will use these ones on my spare piece of paper first, just to make it a little easier for myself. That is why I'm going to go ahead and work on top of this while it is not dry. That glue is still wet, so it should help hold, should help hold these pieces in place. And my fingers are going to get a little gluey on this, but that's okay. I'm just going to work on layering up some of these brick textures. Okay, so I have those attached, and I'm wondering if I want to do it now or if I want to wait for all this to dry. It's going to take a minute. While I wait for it to dry, maybe I can... Yeah, I'm going to set that to the side. I'm going to let it start drying a little bit. And I'm going to work on my centerpiece here. So this is my lady I decided to go with. Isn't she cute? I love her. I just want to add a little bit of color to her and matte her down a little bit before I do so, which is why I have a little bit extra of that matte medium here. I want this to go on really thinly. I just want a tiny little cover over her. And I'm actually going to force dry her because I don't care. It won't damage that at all. I'm worried about the stickiness on the back of those stickers, which is why I don't want to force dry that background. So I'll just do half, dry that off, and then do the other half. Okay, so we have here, we've got turquoise and blue and tan, and I'm thinking I want her to be doing some pops of yellow, and maybe, should we just leave her dress white? Interesting. Thoughts. Or maybe I should do her dress. Should I do her dress yellow and then maybe like some pink accents on the flowers? Fine, let's do it. Let's go for it. Unfortunately, I don't have any, what's it called? Acrylic paint in yellow, but I do have yellow acrylic markers, which will work. You just got to get the paint out of them. So let me give this a quick shake and get a little bit out onto my plate. Okay, and I don't want much of this because acrylic paint is opaque. Well, some of them are, it depends, but most of the time they are, and yellows usually are. So I want to make sure I get this fairly watered down because I just want a really light wash of this color. If I let it go on too thickly, you won't be able to see her, oops, you won't be able to see the detail underneath. Okay, and then I think I'm going to just go straight in. You can see I added a little bit of shading, nothing too crazy, just enough to keep, you know, her parts separate. And I think I'm just going to go in straight with my pink here and add some color. I'm thinking about also doing white, but I haven't quite made up my mind. I guess this one's actually going to end up pretty colorful. I was wanting to do grungy, but now I'm going in with all the pinks and the yellows. And yeah, I think I'm going to do a little bit of white as well. Whoop. And I feel like she needs just the littlest bit of pink on her cheeks. You guys can do this with watercolors as well. I just prefer using acrylic because it's permanent once it's dry, and watercolors can still move around on you, which I am not a fan of. Okay, perfect. I almost feel like we need to bring some of this blue or turquoise into her as well. Let's see if I have anything for that. I have this Arteza one, which I think is a pretty good match. And I won't use a lot of it. Actually, I need to dry that off first. Okay, so yeah, just to bring a little bit of that color in, make her tie in a little bit better. I'm not going to use a ton of it. And the thing about the Arteza ones are they are not opaque like the Poscas are. So it's going to add more of a tint than it is going to actually add color. But I don't know if you can see that or not. I feel like it makes her tie in a little bit better to the background color scheme. Okay, so I'm going to put her to the side for a minute. And we're going to work a little bit more on this background. So this is nice and dry now. The matte gel does not take terribly long to dry. Do I want to go ahead and trim this? Yeah, I'll go ahead and trim this really quick. Okay, so this is actually kind of going a little bit of a ways I didn't think it was going to go, because I was not going to go bright with this. I was going to go very grungy. But I am enjoying this. So I'm just wondering if I want to do what I was thinking about doing in the background, or if I want to do something else. And I think I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to go for it. So I will set our lovely lady off to the side here for a moment. And I am going to go in with my Distress Crackle Paint in translucent, and I'm basically going to kind of do like where the cement would be in between bricks, and just kind of, you know, trace around those basically. This is going to take a while to dry. So I will do this, and then I will pause you guys, and we will be back once it is dry. Okay, so all of our bits are dry. I'm going to add a little bit of color to bring out those cracks and stuff, but I found this these wings, I guess I should say, that I thought just kind of matched perfectly. This is from the translucent wings from Tim Holtz. And I think I'm done with her, so I might go ahead and just add these really quickly. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And then we can work a little more on the background. Not too much more, but I do want to add a little bit more texture in the back. Come on, glue. There we go. Just takes a little while to start coming out. I'm getting towards the end of this bottle, so I will have to replace that soon. But we'll attach her wings there. Fabulous, fabulous. And then I want to decide what color I want to go with to kind of bring these forward, the cracks forward in the background. And I'm going back and forth between black and blue, dark blue. Whoops. You're not paying attention and the wings move. Okay, let's set that down so that it will finish drying really quick. I've got a lot of black, and I'm thinking I'm going to go over it with white. So I'll bring more white into it. I think I want to go even darker in the back then, so we will go with black. And I'm just going to use some cheap craft acrylic paint for that. Don't need too much because we do want to get it fairly watered down. I need to clean my brushes. A little more black in there. I've had the same brushes and stuff. I'm going to move her out of the way so I don't get stuff all over her. Sitting in water for a while, so I need to take care of that. I'm going to try and miss the center of these. There's no way I'm going to miss covering some of these stickers. It's just not possible with what I'm doing. But I'm going to go in and do this watered down. That should sink into the cracks for the crackle paste. And I'm kind of holding it up because I can then tilt it. And when I tilt it, I can see where the paste is because it's shiny. And I might just let some of it drip. Because why not? Because why not? Like so, yes. Do I need it to be a little more concentrated in some spots? I think so. Yep, and then obviously I have this on more than one spot. Oh, I should do this part up here too. Or this part down here, I mean. Because I did put a little bit of that crackle down in some other spots. Around the edges. And I think I probably just want to do like all the edges a little bit darker, right? Why not? Why not? Okay, so I'm going to give this a quick dry off, and then I'll just do the exact same thing on the bottom here. Okay, so there's that. The wings should be dry on there now. Yep, perfect. So we'll put her here. And, what do we think? I still have to add the number and my signature. Not a big deal. Is there anything else I feel like I need to do? I was thinking about dry brushing over the crackle. Let's see if I can show that to you guys. Can you see the crackles? I actually think I like it the way it is. I don't want to bring any more brightness to the background, I don't think. Oh, decisions. Decisions. I do want her to be not quite centered, so more like that. We've got yellow in 2 places, we've got blue all over, we've got pink in 2 places. Do we want to add any more yellow or pink? Okay, before I decide to do that, I think what I'm going to do, because I don't want the 4 on this one to be very, very noticeable. I'm going to actually use one of my little tissues that I stamped on. I don't know why I'm thinking 4. It's 7. It needs to be 7. Do I have a 7 stamped? I have a 7 here. I am having so much trouble remembering what days I'm working on. I tried to put a 5 down last time when I was doing 3. It's fine, guys. It's fine. I am pre-recording these videos, so I just get a little confused as to the days. It's okay. So, I don't want that to be too noticeable. I can put it either down here or right over here. I think I want to balance this side out a little more, so I think I'm going to go with here. I have to sign it. I could sign it in the pink or the yellow, but I don't really want to do that. Let me see. Is there anything else I want to add? No, I'm not feeling any of that. I could just do some splatters. That's dangerous stuff, talking about splatters. I'm going to go ahead and get the 7 attached because I know I want that. Oh yes, I quite like how that blended into the background. That is fabulous. Fabulous. Okay. We've got our girl. We've got the wings. I don't mind that because this is kind of, it's tan, but it's got a little bit of a yellowy tint to it. So I actually feel like I've got a good spread of yellow as well as blue. I think pink is the thing that is slightly missing. And I'm going to add some splatters, executive decision. I want the color to be the same, so I'm going to use my Posca again. Or do I want to do some outlining? Oh, geez Louise, Brandy. Jeez Louise. Let me go ahead and put my signature down here at the bottom because I know that is needed. Okay. So, splatters or edging? Oh no. I'm going to go with the edging. It's just what my brain is telling me needs to be happening. Just making sure that my marker is working here. Perfect. And we'll just do some like squiggly lines here. Maybe a little bit of scribbles there. And then up this side. And a little over. Trying not to be too precious about this. Okay, I do like that. Is that enough? Yeah, I think so. I think it is. I'm just gonna pull a little more of that pink in. Like so. I quite like it. Now we just need to attach our lady and we will be done. I think I'm going to use my 3-in-1 for this, just to make sure she gets a nice good hold. Oh, you know what else might have been fun? Because this is transparent, to go in on the other side and color in the blank ones with the pink. That would have been cool too. Things you think about after the fact. Yes, yes. That's okay. That is quite okay. Okay. So let's think. We've got the rectangular shape done, gel print done. We've got our mixed media fabulous going on. We've got our 7 and our signature. So that is it. Yes. Let me give you a little bit of a close-up. So we've got a little bit of grunge in there, but also some fun bright colors. I love you can see the text and stuff behind some of these bricks. Very fun. And yeah, that is going to be it for today. End of day Mixed Media March 2025, day 7. So yes, thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like down below. Do not forget to go check out Margie and Dawn's videos over the next couple of days to see what they are creating. And I will be back with you guys on Monday. Thank you again so much, and I will see you then. Bye.